Hello ladies and gentlemen, thewierdguy here and welcome to another video. So in this one we managed to beat Heroic 2 Raven on the secondary account. So let me give you a quick summary of what's going on this account. We don't have a Black Manta, which is the second best team to use here, so that's gonna heavily hinder our process. We don't have Raven, so we're not going to be able to boost our Team Flank Aquaman. And in terms of Advent of Chaos artifacts, we have a level 3 Chakra and a level 1 Chakra, so only the 3 artifacts. So you could call this Advent of Chaos run more or less free to play, I guess. And it took a long time to beat Raven because I'm gonna be honest here, we got 3 teams that you'll see in this fight that are doing let's say decent amount of damage. First of all is the Team Flank Aquaman team, and this is going to deal a decent amount of damage because of percentage health on the special tree. Then we have the Silver Banshee team, who still doesn't have access to crit, and that hurts the team, but they at the very least are able to disable abilities, so it can get up to above 20 million. And then we got the Just League Flash Just League team, with that team you can't really use the old blades, so I'm at the point where I'm kind of forced to use a Firebox on Just League Flash and the 2 Chakras on the other 2 characters, but somehow that team is also able to pull like 20 million damage from time to time. So those are the tools that we have available. And in terms of the other teams, I'm playing them. I'm playing all of the teams because like the Batman Ninja team, the Black Adam team, and all the stuff that's not mentioned previously can pull all the way up to 10 million damage. And yeah, it might not seem like much, it might not seem even worth the time of playing the fight, but look, it's 10 million damage in addition every single day, so that's like 300 million damage in 10 days, so that's definitely worth doing. So I'm using all my pips here, even though some of the teams suck, and it's not the most enjoyable experience, don't get me wrong, but it's what you gotta do to beat Raven. So yeah, we're at full stacks with King here. It was not really the perfect fight because we kind of fooled around and I messed up some combo interruptions. There is an argument to be made to use a Firebox instead of a Chakra on Dr. Fate in order to gap close after the special 2, but at the same time, if you tag Dr. Fate in there and continue the combo and combo interrupt her after King a special 3 and swipe, you are going to be able to not really get far away from her, so she'll never use the special 2. Now special 3 in there, re-engage the combo. Yeah, at this point we simply don't deal enough damage to be worth to use Red Hood instead of Shazam for the time extension. Though again, the change in between those two is going to increase or decrease if you, the damage if you do it wrong by like 5%. So it's not a big deal anyway. It doesn't really matter. We're going to have an All Blades with some percentage special 3 damage, so keep that one in mind. But yeah, the damage is still not going to be great except the percentage one. Influence Aquaman back in, special 3 in there, re-engage the combo. Yeah, that's it for this one. Sadly, we didn't manage to get off on our special 3. It was a close one, but we didn't manage. There we go. Now, moving on to a Just League team. I'm not using Aquaman because the only thing Aquaman provides me with is armor pierce on my basic attacks. And she doesn't have any armor, so that's gonna be useless to me. The only thing that Aquaman can provide for this team is like reviving Flash if he dies, and we're going to not get Flash killed because, as we know, over here at Sigvald Grim on YouTube, we're pro players here, so our teams never die and we never do mistakes here, you know. But yeah, I'm just gonna pray that Just League Flash doesn't die. He's got the Firebox because I simply don't find an optimal gameplay with All Blades here, and since we don't have crits, the damage overall is not that huge. And right now we're just waiting for her to have her super move available, super move with Flash, and then tagging in Silver Bane. Silver Bane died. He was there anyway just to buff up the basic hits damage with his passive, and he's not really needed alive. We also got Just Like Cyborg. He's gonna get tagged in there only if Flash dies. He's also there just for the passive. Yeah, we pretty much pinned her to a corner at this point, and we're just gonna combo interrupt her to death and use special 3s. Well, not to death because she will not die in this fight, sadly, but she will eventually go down. Yeah, this team somehow is able to pull a decent amount of damage compared to the other teams. Like, don't get me wrong, it's gonna be something like 20 million, but it's double of what the rest of the teams do. And yeah, they don't have access to crit chance and crit damage, but they got 4 fast stack hits. on flash, and a lot of percentage damage on the basic attacks from Cyborg passive. Like, this team that you're seeing over here really slaps with some high level Advent of Chaos artifacts. Like, if I had the Sword of Salvation on this account, this team would easily go above 100 million damage. But yeah, with the tools that we have at our disposal and being forced into using a level 8 firebox is not gonna be the greatest of times. Still using a special tree, I think it's worth it, especially because we don't deal that much overall with our basic attacks compared to like other situations, so I'm gonna go for special trees. And also she doesn't have armor, so we don't need to worry about that. Because usually with the Just League team, like, you got Aquaman usually in there, and if the enemy's got some armor, you're not gonna use the special tree because that doesn't bypass the armor, but your basics do. Over here we don't have that problem. Firebox regeneration kicks in. It's not like we really need it. I don't think she would have killed us if we combo interrupted until the end. Combo interrupting again. Into a special tree, we don't need to worry about the combo. It's always going to be above 40 hits. If it's not above 40 hits, then we also don't have enough energy for a special tree. It's a very easy and simple system with Just League Flash. As long as you know how to combo interrupt, you're not gonna run into any trouble with this character, and he's very enjoyable to play. And yeah, we're doing at points 90 million on a swipe right, but again, that's not really something you'd call damage usually. There we go, ladies and gentlemen, and we end up doing a decent job here, and the damage amounted to 20 million, 0.5, just as I said previously. Now here we have another team that's pulling some decent performance compared to the other teams. Yet again, it's not like the best thing in the world, but it's something, okay? It's something. It's better than the other ones that simply don't work. Revenge in their special tree, backing off 2 times, special 1. We have to be a little bit careful with the power stops here. Like on the other count, I just don't care about reverse flash passive because I got the Sword of Salvation and that's enough power generation. But here I really got to play around, so here I tag Power Girl because that wouldn't have been a beneficial power stop for me if reverse flash did swap on tagging. Revenge in there, special tree. We're going to tag in reverse flash. Even though we didn't manage to disable 2 of them, you need to keep in mind that usually it's far more important to get your all blade stacks going and keep them at 4 stacks with Server Banshee than having all disables on. Over there we messed up with reverse flash. I do have the firebox on this dude. I could have put a level 1 chakra and further boost the passive stats of my Server Banshee, but in this situation specifically, it's going to be far more important for reverse flash to be able to get close after she uses the special 2, because that can mess up our entire fight. Backing off 2 times, special 1, reverse flash will sadly take that super move to the face. That's not the most optimal thing, but thankfully Firebox will pull in some regen for us. Also, boy, that regen is kind of low for that level of a firebox. Like, it's a level 8 firebox. So what I'm thinking, though I never stop to specifically think about this, I'm not sure the firebox healing necessarily stacks with the passive stats you get from the artifacts, so that might be it. So, again, I haven't tested this out, so if you guys know anything about this one, please do let me know in the comments and we can have a talk about it, because it's a pretty interesting thing that I just figured out while watching this and seeing how much health was regened on that reverse flash. A special tree in there, backing off 2 times, special 1. Reverse flash back in, backing off 2 times, engage that combo. Combo interruption, 2 hits, special tree, there we go. It's just going smooth at this point. Backing off 2 times, swipe right, tap time, swipe right. Combo interrupting against special tree. Back off 2 times, special 1, there we go. Reverse flash back in there, 2 backs. I think this is the combo that we should have done a long time ago, but I guess we didn't necessarily have to have the energy necessary to do it exactly this way. Yeah, back off 2 times, re-engage the combo. If I back off 2 times, I will be able to gap close because I have the firebox, so I don't have any trouble with that. At the same time, I think I'm in at a point where she doesn't feel comfortable to use specials because her AI tells her that my reverse flash is too far away. So yeah, that might be the secret to this fight, lads. So take this information as you may. And for the last special tree of the fight, there we go. And we ended up with a total of... there we go, 24.8 million damage. So that's actually better than I was expecting. Now we got the Multiverse team in here. This is gonna be more or less a cleanup fight as far as I remember. And yeah, the Multiverse team doesn't do well. They don't have access to crit chance and crit damage, and that sucks. Though the saving grace of this is that you're not losing anything from the build itself, because like the crit chance and crit damage were provided by Multiverse Flash passive, and your Multiverse Armor Supergirl is full attack anyway. We could inflict the special 1 to increase our damage on the special 3 and apply the burning, and I've had some people comment last time I used Multiverse Armor Supergirl versus Raven, Sigvald, why are you not using the special 1? You're losing damage. No, I'm actually gaining damage by not losing special 1. First of all, she's got the 0 defense, okay? So we don't need to burn her ass. She's got 0 defense. So the burning effect is not necessary. The only thing that the special 1 usage would give me is some additional damage on the special 3, and that would make the gameplay so much more complicated to the point where I would fail to do the special 3 on 4 stacks and will actually decrease my special 3 damage. So in this scenario, trust me, I've tested both ways and even pulled perfect gameplay on 1 with special 1, and I know amazing, it's such a huge claim for me to trust me without footage, but I pulled some perfect gameplay with special 1 usage and special 3 usage, and it's just not worth it. Just block the first hit, get Multiverse Flash in there, do a combo, Multiverse Armor Supergirl back in there, special 3, block, and repeat. That's gonna be the highest damage you're going to get out of this team, and it's gonna be, usually I think, I mean, you'll not see the full potential in this fight because this is gonna be a cleanup fight. She'll die before the timer is over, but at peak performance, I think this team, with the tools that I have at my disposal here, yet again, a level 3 chakra on Multiverse Flash, a level 10 All Blades on Multiverse Armor Supergirl, and a level 1 chakra on Harley. It's gonna pull around 17 million. And if you're wondering what the hell is Silver Harley doing there, like, trust me, I was out of options at that point. I have used every single support that could have been used here. The only 2 things I could have used was Atrocitus, so that would have gave me lethal chance that's useless here, and some Power Steel that I don't need, or Harley that would have given me like a flat 10% more base attack, and I just took that. I was like, it's better than nothing, so we might as well do that. There we go, Raven is down. Also, when I got the peak damage with him, I was using an actual support, so... Yeah, and in terms of the rewards, if anybody was wondering if I got Raven, bro, at this point, we've gone all the way to Heroic 2 on this account, finished. On the other account, I think we finished Heroic 3 at this point. So, I don't know, man. The chance for Raven is there, but the reward system is so bad that I doubt I'm ever gonna get it from it. And there's people who have gotten it again and again and again every single time they finish a tier. And again, I'm not mad at them. I'm not giving them Raven myself. I'm happy for them because they are lucky, but it's such an unbalanced system. But yeah, with all that being said, thanks so much for watching. Please do like, comment, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed the video. Dislike if you dislike it, maybe hit that bell button. And I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. Goodbye.